Oh my god, here comes the big one. This is the best players to use in Inazuma 11 Go Chrono Stones, the post game. Let's do this, TXM style. What's up everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. I am TXM and today I am working with ShadowAK yet again to bring you guys the 5 best players to use in the post game of Inazuma 11 Go Chrono Stones. This is going to be a massive one because Chrono Stones is a very complicated game and we have a lot of players here in these like 5 different chapters for you to use. And ShadowAK has given me a lot of detail, but let's go through it. Starting off with some honorable mentions, anyone from Chrono Storm is an amazing recommendation because the game essentially gives you a pre-made team that can take on any team in the game with Mixie Maxes, Armor-fied Fighting Spirits, particularly best match Mixie Maxes, and generally pretty good stats. Also, Quentin Sindaqua, Salamando with big moves and put your back into it, various players with 50 TP dribbles, Simeon, because it's Simeon, Ragnar defenders with Particle Accelerator, Flora, Alpha, Beta, and more. I'm not putting their faces on the screen, I do not have the mental power to do that. To make editing me's life a little easier, I'm just going to include people's names on the side of the screen instead of including their faces on this side of the screen. Nice, nailed it. Because oh my god, you'll see what I mean. At number 5, we had Pentracek, Fivius Saviola, Jacques Cinquini, and Goth Grimshaw. 2 words, warp step. It's amazing, it is super reliable to get past the stronger defending players in the competition route, and has consistency because it has no elemental weaknesses as it's void. All you need to do is give the ability to armorify, a decent shot and block, and they are primed and golden, and will destroy any defenses. In fact, they don't even need Armify. They can just be on your team to reliably dribble past players, just in case you end up in a situation where that needs to happen. Number 4 is our defensive players. Oh my god, some of these names. Ame Quintet, Aljas Visi, Cole Laboni, Joe Navark, Aganithi Prezari, Izami Kondo, and Tezcat. The reason why the defensive players are higher than the dribbling players is because you find more use defensively in Chrono Stones, because you can just barrel through defenders with your armor-fied defensive players, so it helps to have reliable defenders. They're all equally amazing. It's unfair to exclude them from one another. They're all defensive players who offer good stats, not too difficult recruitment conditions, and a blocking move with the highest power in the game. Quintet, Visi, and Abonia indeed ever so slightly better than Prezari, Kondo, and Joan by like 1% because they have the Void consistency and already come with a free Spirit slot. However, the Void blockers have slightly inferior stats, but you can't deny the Void element. Now for Tezcat, his moveset is godlike with access to a meta-ready all-round moveset, but there's a slight catch, and that catch is called having to get all 50 kits. It does set him back. It does set him back quite a lot. If you follow the video that I will link in the description down below, hopefully I remember to do that, you can get him within hours, which does, in fairness, still sound like a lot. Number 3 is our goalkeepers. Lotus, Lee Canthrop, Vince Sizzle, Luke Kaon, and Woodrow Stake. Lotus gets access to the 2 strongest goalkeeping moves, White Hole and Cyclone, in the game, and is easy to recruit. Lycanthrope and Vince Sizzle are similar to Lotus, except for the fact they have slightly weaker moves but stronger stats. They have moves that can counter the elements they are weak to. For example, Canthrop can have neutrality against fire, air, and void shots, and he can beat out wood and earth, thus making them ever slightly weaker than Lotus but more reliable. Now, you may have noticed there are 2 forwards in this number as well, Luke Kaon and Woodrow Stake. These 2 players are essentially discount versions of the 2 players in the number 1 spot. They are still amazing, however. They have decent dribble with excellent shots in the form of Werewolf Howl and Bloodsucker Bite. They can armor fire off the bat, and they also have amazing stats, especially in the dribbling and blocking departments. They are genuinely the same player, but with elemental differences that set them apart. Number 2 is anyone from Perfect Cascade. The game genuinely gives you a blank canvas to experiment on and says, do whatever the hell you want with these androids. Because you can. They all come with armor pie, so you don't have to spend any tokens, some decent post-game worthy moves, easy recruitment, and most importantly, best mix and matches with everyone in the game. What the hell? You can build them however you want, and they surpass 95% of the game in every single position. Best mixy maxes with everyone is insane. And finally, number 1, King Arthur, Wolfram Vulpine, and Desmodus Dracul. These 3 have godlike dribbling, and shooting abilities, but with slightly different features to set them apart. King Arthur comes in stock with Sword of the King, which is amazing, and Ultimate 11 Assault, which is already comes maxed out, which is insane. However, he does not come with a Spirit, and his stats are not as good as the other two. Wolfram and Desmodus, similar to King Arthur, get access to very strong dribbling and shots. However, their moves are slightly weaker. They do come in stock with very post-game, final bossy maxed out mix and matches that can sweep through 95% of the competition routes. But if you want that 100%, then you want to mix and match them with someone else who would just offer them a Spirit on board rather than just one. Overall, in the short term, Wolfram and Desmodus are much stronger, as they have the Mixie Maxes and already have access to Armify, while in the long term, Arthur is better because Armified Ultimate 11 Assault. Mwah. But a bit longer than long term, both are equal. Wolfram and Desmodus have the better max stats, but the slightly weaker moves. It's just basically up to you to choose whatever you want from the buffet. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you can become a YouTube member if you want for access to early videos and exclusive videos. I was going to say exclusive access and early videos. Other way around. Early access and exclusive videos. And again, another shout out to ShadowAK for helping out so much with today's video. Make sure you go and subscribe to him down below. But anyway, see you guys in the next one. Bye.